take away everything.
We're on the record in cause number 321702. The case is styled the state of Texas versus DeShandra Nicole Joseph. Ms. Joseph, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Joseph, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay, Ms. Joseph, you may put your hand down. How you doing, Ms. Joseph? Okay, Ms. Joseph, thank you for being a little patient with us. We had some technical difficulties. Now, Ms. Joseph, I have before me an information that alleges on or about November 23rd of 2018, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of possession of marijuana. Ms. Joseph, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Ms. Joseph, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you're guilty?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Joseph, I have before me a document that is titled the Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. I think you were handed out a form that have the same information on the document. Now, Ms. Joseph, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Now, this document, Ms. Joseph, is a Class B misdemeanor, range of punishment, confinement, jail for a term not to exceed 180 days, a fine not to exceed $2,000 or both such fine and confinement. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, Ms. Joseph, do you recognize your initials on page 2 of this document? The first line that is on state that this is that you're pleading guilty, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And the next line that is on, it states that I do not request discovery of the evidence and I waive my right to request discovery in this case and chose to enter a plea of guilty or no contest. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, on page 3 of this same document, Ms. Joseph, is that your initials above the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, Ms. Joseph, that is titled the Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, is that your signature? Well, first of all, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature above the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
There are 2 boxes that's checked at the top of this document. The first box states that this is a plea bargain case. You have no right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Second box states that you're waiving or giving up your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, Ms. Joseph, I also have before me 2 documents. First document is titled Judge's Explanation of Defendants Without an Attorney. Ms. Joseph, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature and initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
Now, your initials is on the line that say, I want to waive my right to an attorney and represent myself. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I have another document here. This document is titled the Waiver of Counsel for Purpose of Entering a Guilty Plea or Proceeding to Trial. Ms. Joseph, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature above the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
Now, Ms. Joseph, prior to signing and initialing all of these documents that I've just mentioned, the one on the tablets and the one in my hand on paper, did you have an opportunity to read the documents?
Yes, sir.
And did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
And did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me, State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Joseph, I have before me a document that is titled State's Exhibit number 1. State's Exhibit number 1 is the document that have your initials on page 2 and your signature on page 3. The state would like to use this document as evidence against you in your case. Is it all right for the state to use this document as evidence in your case?
That's fine.
Okay, no objection. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Ms. Joseph, is there any evidence that you are currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, sir.
Ms. Joseph, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of guilty and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And state, what is that plea bargain agreement?
It's a $200 fine to be paid today, June 4th,
Okay. And court costs?
and plus court costs.
Okay. And so now, Ms. Joseph, you've agreed to pay, well, the state is offering that you pay a fine of $200 and plus court costs of $342, it comes to a total of $542. Would you be able to pay that today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Ms. Joseph, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
I do.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Joseph, I'll follow the plea bargaining agreement that you have entered into with the state. Ms. Joseph, you can stand on the X in front of our court clerk. Once you finish here, right in front of the clerk, and they'll tell you where to go to make your payment, and then you can bring your receipt back to there should be somebody at the window and behind the blue doors.
Almost 12 though, and the sheriff's office closed at 12.
Oh, she might be able to get there to pay it before, it depends on how.
They're locking doors by 5 till.
Okay, she got about 5 more minutes. It's
Here,
10
let's go
till.
ahead and get your right thumbprint, and then you'll be good to go now.
Okay. Okay, we're on the record in cause number 328474. On the announcement docket, the case is styled as State of Texas versus Kyler Jackson. Kyler Jackson was scheduled to be in court for the court's announcement docket at 9 o'clock this morning. On today's date of June 4th of 2021, her name was called by the court's bailiff at the courthouse door at about 9 o'clock. Kyler Jackson did not answer. Kyler Jackson has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. Mr. Bailiff, would you call the name of Kyler Jackson? Kyler Jackson, name was just called by the court's bailiff. The time is 11:54 a.m. on today's date of June 4th of 2021. A reasonable time has passed to give Kyler Jackson opportunity to appear in court. For the announcement docket, Kyler Jackson has not appeared, therefore a bond will be forfeited and a warrant shall be issued for the rest of College Jackson State. Do you have any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Okay, no objections. College Jackson's bond in cause number 328474 will be forfeited, and a warrant shall be issued for College Jackson's arrest. And this will conclude the calling of vote, the court's motion to revoke probation docket and the announcement docket. And call in Jefferson and County Court at Law number 2, Jefferson County, Texas. Judge Terrence L. Holmes presiding.